Are you a green card holder living in the United States in 2025? Do you feel unsure about what rights you actually have? Or what responsibilities you need to follow to keep your status safe? If that sounds like you, you're not alone. Every year, thousands of permanent residents unknowingly break the rules or miss critical deadlines, and many face consequences that could have been easily avoided. In this video, we're going to walk you through everything you need to know about your green card rights and responsibilities in 2025. What's new, what's risky, and how to protect your future in the United States. Whether you got your green card through family, work, asylum, or the diversity lottery, this guide is for you. Let's begin. First, let's get clear on what a green card actually means. A green card, also known as a permanent resident card, allows a non-U.S. citizen to live and work in the United States on a permanent basis. It gives you access to many of the benefits that U.S. citizens enjoy, like working legally, owning property, and receiving certain social services. But, unlike citizens, green card holders must follow a set of immigration rules very carefully, especially when it comes to travel, renewal, and applying for citizenship. In 2025, these rules have become stricter under updated enforcement policies. One of the most important changes for green card holders in 2025 involves international travel. If you're planning to leave the U.S., you must understand that being a permanent resident doesn't mean you can leave for as long as you want. Staying outside the U.S. for more than 180 days or 6 months can trigger questions about whether you've abandoned your U.S. residence. Customs and Border Protection (CBP) officers have been given more power this year to deny re-entry to green card holders who they suspect have lived primarily outside the U.S. And if you're gone for more than a year without a re-entry permit, your green card could be considered automatically abandoned. That's why Form 1Y-131, the re-entry permit, is your best protection if you know you'll be outside the U.S. for a long time. You should apply before leaving, and it shows that you intend to keep your U.S. residence even during long absences. Without it, you're at serious risk. Also, always travel with your valid green card and a passport from your home country. And remember, your green card must not expire during your trip. If it's close to expiration, renew it before you leave. Now let's talk about green card renewal. A standard green card is valid for 10 years. In 2025, delays in processing renewals are very common. Some applicants are waiting more than a year to get their new cards. So, file early, ideally 6 months before your card expires. Use Form I-90 to renew and attend the biometric appointment when scheduled. If your card expires while waiting, don't panic. The receipt letter from USCIS now automatically extends your status by 24 months. There's also a different rule for those with conditional green cards, which are usually valid for 2 years. These are given to people who became permanent residents through a recent marriage or investment. If you have a conditional card, you must file a petition to remove the conditions, typically Form 1751, in the 90 days before your card expires. USCIS is much stricter now about reviewing these cases. If you can't prove that your marriage is real or that your investment was legitimate, your petition could be denied, and you may even face removal proceedings. So, what exactly are your rights as a green card holder in 2025? You have the right to live and work anywhere in the U.S. You can accept any job, unless it specifically requires U.S. citizenship. And you don't need employer sponsorship to work. You also have the right to own property, to attend public schools and universities, and to receive certain government benefits, depending on your income and eligibility. You are also protected by U.S. laws, local, state, and federal. just like citizens are. But these rights come with major responsibilities. For starters, you must file federal and state income taxes every year. Green card holders are considered U.S. residents for tax purposes, and failure to file taxes could make you ineligible for citizenship, or even lead to your green card being challenged. You also have to obey all laws. Any criminal conviction, even a misdemeanor, can put your status at risk. Crimes involving violence, theft, fraud, or drugs can be considered grounds for deportation, especially under 2025's tightened immigration enforcement policies. One responsibility many people forget is that you must carry your green card at all times. U.S. law requires all permanent residents over the age of 18 to have proof of their status on them. Also, if you move to a new address, you must report it to USCIS within 10 days using Form AR-11, a simple form you can file online. Another big warning for 2025: do not claim to be a U.S. citizen unless you've actually gone through the naturalization process. Accidentally or falsely claiming to be a citizen on a job form, loan application, or voter registration can get your green card revoked. This is one of the fastest ways to lose your status and be permanently barred from ever becoming a U.S. citizen. Now, let's touch on employment rights. You can work for any employer without restrictions, and you're protected under labor laws just like U.S. citizens. You must still fill out an I-9 form to verify your work eligibility, but you do not need sponsorship or a visa. In 2025, more employers are participating in government audit programs, so it's important to keep your documents up to date and correct. If you got your green card through a job, especially recently, make sure you stay in that job field for a reasonable amount of time. Leaving too early can cause issues with your file if you apply for citizenship. Speaking of that, let's talk about naturalization. If you've had your green card for 5 years, or 3 years if you're married to a U.S. citizen, you may be eligible to apply for citizenship using Form N-400. In 2025, USCIS has added new questions to the naturalization interview and civics test, so be sure to study the updated materials. You'll also need to prove you've been physically present in the U.S. for at least half of the past 5 years and have not taken long trips abroad. As part of the naturalization process, your background will be reviewed, including criminal history, tax filings, use of public benefits, and even past travel patterns. If you've followed all the rules, passed the test, and completed the interview successfully, you will take the oath and become a U.S. citizen, a powerful and permanent upgrade from your current status. Let's wrap up with some final advice. Being a green card holder in 2025 means you have a lot of opportunities, but you also carry legal obligations. Don't take shortcuts. Renew your green card early, avoid long absences from the U.S., file your taxes, obey the law, and don't misrepresent your status. If you're ever unsure about your case, whether it's about travel, renewal, or criminal records, consult with an immigration attorney. Free and low-cost legal help is available through local nonprofits, and you can always find reliable information at USCIS.gov. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you understand your rights and responsibilities, the better protected you are. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more immigration updates, and share it with anyone who needs this information. Stay informed, stay safe, and protect your future in the United States.